I did an early run through of CrossFit Open Workout 21.1, and I'm going to show you some of my performance and give you some strategy advice. CrossFit Open 21.1 includes wall walks and double unders in an ascending ladder of reps with a 15-minute cap. In this video, I'm going to talk about my experience of the workout. I'm going to give you some performance tips for how to execute the movements. I'll recommend some warm-up drills, and we'll talk about how you should be training now to get ready for Open Week 2. I filmed this workout on Thursday night as a sort of a dry run to make a strategy guide. But even so, I still ended up feeling some nerves. After more than 10 years of doing this, I had to go to the bathroom like 3 times beforehand, all of which were number 2, only one of which was even half solid. So I guess you could say it wasn't really a dry run after all. This video is for the average everyday CrossFitter. It's not for the elite. It's not meant for Matt Fraser. So Matt, if you are watching this, I'm flattered, but what are you doing, man? You're retired. Chill out, enjoy yourself, have an espresso or a non-alcoholic beer. This advice is not for the elite looking to take a top spot on the leaderboard. This advice is for you. No offense. I'll try to give you some actual advice, #actual advice, on how to do your best in these workouts when you're tired and struggling. First off, the rep scheme. It goes 1, 3, 6, 9, 15, 21, which really threw me for a loop. I thought I was doing around a 12 in there somewhere. So the way this workout will probably go, round of 1 and 10, easy breezy. Hey, I can do this. Rounds of 3, 6, and 9 feel okay. And then boom, round of 15, slap, round of 21, maybe. And you really end up wishing that you had more time. For me, the limiting factor on this workout was sort of upper body strength, positional strength, and tension and breathing, literally in those like last few steps as you close the gap to finish the wall walk rep. I predict that's what the workout will come down to for most people. The main focus for this workout should be efficiency and execution on the wall walk movement. The way you will do this is by not thinking about the wall walk as a gymnastics movement, but by thinking of it as a yoga pose. Basically, you're going to want to do an upward dog to peel your chest off the floor, kind of like a burpee, and then you're going to want to do a downward dog to stick your butt up in the air, open up your shoulders, and get ready to take a big step up the wall. This would probably not be considered good form for gymnastic style training, but when it comes to CrossFit competition, that's kind of what you got to do. You need to figure out how you're going to rest in this workout. In my opinion, this is not a consistent paced workout. What I mean by that is the wall walk sort of looks like a burpee, right? In a burpee workout, you want to keep moving at a consistent pace. The way you achieve that is because the burpee repetition in itself has places where you can, stand up, release tension, take a breath. But you should probably think of the wall walk movement more like a thruster. In a barbell thruster, there's really no place to rest. You can pause with the bar overhead and take a break, but you're still holding a 95-pound bar or whatever it may be, and it's not really a restful position. And the wall walk is kind of the same. There's not really a place where you're getting a true rest and recovery. Even lying down on the floor, your body and your chest and your lungs are compressed, and you can't really take a full breath. You also can't shake out your arms. If you watch the female athletes during the live announcement, occasionally they would pause on the floor, lift their hands, put their arms up here, out to the sides, and maybe for an elite athlete, that's enough to restore a bit of blood flow and give some recovery. But for the rest of us, you may be better off performing your reps in quick sets of 2 or 3 to minimize the amount of tension you have holding the handstand position, and then pop into a crouch or a kneeling position where you can take the weight and the load off of your chest and your lungs and actually shake out the arms, and then go back for another quick set of a few reps instead of grinding out slow, difficult singles. Double unders. It seems like a lot of reps, but that's only if you get through the whole workout and do all 550 of them. If you're going to get time capped somewhere in the round of 9 or 12 or 15, you're really not doing that many double unders. So use that station as a chance to stay relaxed. If you're an elite level jump roper, you can probably get a bit of recovery while doing a big unbroken set of double unders. However, most people, even if you look efficient, you're probably carrying a bit of excess tension in your shoulder. So whether you're breaking the double unders or not, the most important thing is to focus on staying relaxed in the traps, the shoulders, and the arms, so that when you get back to the wall walks, the most difficult part of the workout, you're not more in a hole than you need to be. So to recap, elite level athletes are going to move through this workout in a steady fashion and not have a lot of downtime. But the majority of athletes should approach this workout as a burst and recover type of effort. Do a burst of efficient double unders, take a break. Do a few quick wall walks where you're not holding excess tension, take a break. And that's how you're going to get through the workout without hitting that grinding point of failure. Now here's a few warm-up drills you could try. For the double unders, to prepare your Achilles and your nervous system for quick, efficient firing, I'm a huge fan of band-assisted ankle hops or pogo hops or bounding or whatever you want to call them. To increase your ease and comfort, efficiency, and blood flow in the bottom of the push-up where you're going to be spending a lot of time, and to decrease unnecessary tension, I recommend some shoulder extension lift-offs or hovers with an added tricep extension. And for the handstand portion of the wall walk, I really like this Pike on box handstand walk drill. The benefit of this drill is that it keeps your back, your spine, in more of a flat or neutral or hollow position. This is going to be really important when you're walking up the wall, closing that final gap. If you are stuck in an overarched, extended position, you're more likely to fall off the wall and get a big no rep. Your efficiency and your score will really benefit from having an open shoulder position and being able to breathe while you're inverted. So I'd recommend some positional breathing, basically just getting into your handstand position or your wall walk position and taking a moment to perform some full inhales and exhales and really get used to what it will feel like when you're huffing and puffing and trying to perform this difficult movement. You can't spell CrossFit HQ without Q. This is #HQAnon. CrossFit Open 21.1 was clearly a psyop perpetrated from the highest levels of CrossFit HQ, the purpose of which was to minimize the barrier of entry and maximize signups. Think about it. Even if your life is in shambles and your home is in ruins, as long as your house has one wall remaining, you can do wall walks. And as long as you have a jump rope, a long piece of string, or an Ethernet cable, you can do double unders. My prediction is that week 2, shit gets real. Worst case scenario, 21.2 would involve box jumps and thrusters because both of those muscle groups are probably still pretty fatigued from week 1. A more likely move would be that we see some movements programmed that drive people back into affiliates now. So I'm thinking chest to bars and overhead squats or snatches, something that involves a rig and maybe dropping a barbell, which means that you're probably going to have to head into the gym, not be able to do it at home. So those are the movements I'd be practicing for week 2. Thank you all for watching. This video is brought to you by Virus International. They make compression gear, athletic apparel, but they do not, I repeat, do not make vaccine. They have some sick designs, but they are a premium apparel company. They're not involved in the pandemic whatsoever. Please use the link and the promo code in the description to shop online.